So here's what's going on YouTube. I have this wagon that I picked up at a flea market. This is a Speedway Racer. It retails for about, I think, 60-70 bucks, something like that, at Home Depot. Basically the same little wagon that you can get at Harbor Freight for like 50 or 60 bucks, depending on which coupon you have. I have modified this into a beach wagon. As you can see, it has the rod holders on the back. I have reinforced with these corner supports, and then I put a little hitch on the back. This is for holding the bucket and things. And then I ran 2 straps underneath to put my rod holders underneath there. See, basically it's trying to eliminate as much stuff inside the wagon to make way for cooler, tackle, things of that nature. The handle, which is in my trunk, has been extended about 6 inches just to make it more comfortable to pull. This has pneumatic tires and plastic rims, which is cool. And then I made got a quick disconnect little pin, just easy, so I can pop that out and throw it in the trunk. Believe it or not, it hauls everything, to include 2 or 3 beach chairs, our big, like 6-foot diameter umbrella, the bucket full of gear, tackle box, the holder for the umbrella, our fishing rods, those 2 monsters, and then one of these. Eventually I'll probably put another one on there so we can take a 4th rod. Oh, there's a food cooler that goes in there, also a small one. Basically what we're trying to do is try to get one of these behemoths inside there also. Now recently we have been putting this on top, and once you put ice in it, this sucker weighs quite a bit. So what we're doing is building a trailer to pull behind said wagon to kind of distribute the weight. Now if you've seen in my other videos, I do have extra tires. Our plastic Power Wheels tires. These are pretty good size, and these were going to be the tires that go on my little trailer, which will pull hopefully behind the wagon. I've cut one of the end brackets. Sorry, that must be a side bracket. Right like that. And then we're going to make basically a rectangle out of these, and then attach the axle with the tires and some sort of towing device. So you'll see that. So what I'm going to do with these is, this is going to be an end piece. I'm going to cut these corners at a 45-degree angle so they butt up against each other. And then to actually finish off the corners, I'm going to put these steel brackets underneath them because that's aluminum. Then I'll rivet everything together since I want it to be lightweight. And I don't have the capabilities of welding the aluminum. They're just going to basically be, like I said, just riveted together. Hearing protection. Well, we got all the angles cut, all the bottom edges. They came up a little short. About to start drilling for the rivets, so I'm going to drill through these and then throw in these aluminum pop rivets to hold everything together with my brand new $30 thrift store drill press. This is a Sears Craftsman 8-inch drill press. It is a bench mount. It has a 1/2-inch chuck, and it is 1/3 horsepower. Amazing! $30 at the thrift store. Man, you can't beat that at all. All I've done is basically wipe this thing down, clean it up a bit, and now I'm about to drill some holes. Safety first. need some gloves. Take two. Okay, that was a smaller drill bit just to check size. And, well, nope. I'm gonna have to go one size bigger. She did real good. Look at that. Alright, all them holes. So, I got two more to drill out, but I'll go ahead and test fit these first, make sure these work. Well, the base is all made. Used 1-inch steel brackets on the corners and then punched holes through them and then riveted everything. Next is going to be attaching the axle. We're going to drill, because once again this is steel, go in aluminum, so we're going to do rivets across those and then come up with some sort of toe tongue for it to attach to the back of the wagon. So as you can see, you got the frame built, and now what I'm doing is I'm just attaching the axle. I went ahead and marked where the brackets sat on the frame, and the frame is just slightly wider than the actual axle brackets, so I marked those and drilled them on center, and then I'm attaching them with these small button head screws and lock nuts, so they'll stay together. All of them are steel, so it should make a nice strong hold. So these are very large plastic wheels, should float on the sand pretty nice. Because I didn't have the backing plates, these are supposed to lock into a Power Wheels hub. What I basically did was cut a wood disc to fit the diameter, and then made a paper template and cut out the edges of the wood to fit over these little keyways, and then ran bolts all the way through these corresponding holes. Now these, I imagine, probably had screws running in through them when they were stock on the Power Wheels, but now I just ran bolts all the way through and then drilled holes through the wood to mount them. So there they are. And now I have to build some sort of tow device. This is all the angle I have left. So I have this chunk here, this chunk, and I'm going to need two equal length pieces. I went to Harbor Freight. I was trying to come up with some way to tow this thing, to hook it to, and there's this 3mm fork terminal, which is this guy right here. You can see it's got this nifty little pin assembly and latch type deal, so that's going to be my towing device. But it's made of steel, so I get to actually weld something. For the tow hitch, or tow tongue, what I'm going to do is basically just a straight bar coming off. So what I've done basically is just taken two pieces of the angle iron and then split them halfway back so they will overlap like this, and then that will attach to the front of the trailer, because once again I'm just using rivets for everything, so I can rivet the front edge there, and then underneath I can run a couple rivets down from the top through that tab in the middle. So I think I did a pretty good job on the bends for my crooked cheap vise. There we go. All done. Now all I have to come up with is something on the back of the wagon to hook up to this little guy, and she'll be ready to go to the beach. Here we go. Simple as that.